and the livelihoods of the people that are depending on these resources.
Very good. So citizentv also guides us with our licensing regime. Who do we need to license? What species? What are the quotas looking like? So it's of great use to the government making decisions.
All the information we are collecting is passed on to the country, and the scientists are informing the fisheries management of the country.
And the collection of the data is done both by the researchers from the different countries, right?
Yes, and of course the data are being analyzed by the researchers, but all our instrumentation and tools that we are using, sensors for example, are collecting in real time data that are being all provided to the country. It's the ownership of the Kenyan government, and you are supposed to own it and ensure the safekeeping.
So FAO are part of the collaboration?
Yes.
The collaboration is FAO and the government of Norway, and in that aspect it's the Institute of Marine Research that is the custodian of the data. We are saving the data in our databases. We are not allowed to use it. We are just delivering them and backing them up in case they are needed in the future. And also use the data, the national governments are approving their use and are dispatching them.
Thank you very much.
This in the front of this is the main station of the navigation. So when the scientists want to take a sample of the fish, the fishing net for you, you move the command over to this station. And you see how that gloves with this is we have 3 different gloves. We also have a lot of water control, depends on what kind of fish the scientists want to take a sample of. And also we have a beach system there, and how you see we have a toll system for the sand. That is very important for me to know where the toll is. You see it's 50 meters and 100 meters. So there are a lot of sensors also sending information to me. And now you can see the shape of the toll, how it looks. But now it's everything is optional, it's not in. But in real time you can see things are moving. All that sensors are sending signals to the vessel. I only go to 500-600 meters into the ocean. So we have equipment to go to take the sea to 4,500 meters. So you see that later in the tour. But the operational range of the vessel itself, we don't have it. We can go wherever you want. But here is deployed, the drones are deployed at maximum 900 meters. Try to save them at 7,000. But we don't have limits here. And for instance, where technology is shallow water, because of 20 meters, because we can't go safer to this grades.
What is the collaboration with our people, the port management team here?
Yeah, we have an agent at Store Marine, so assist us with everything when we take the provision and dockers, supplies, and the pilot when we enter the port. And so it's very good support in that. It's very good support you for it. No, that's very soon. But maybe since you are visiting resident, it's very good to talk about smooth canals. So all the sort of resident, all right, everything is good.
Was
Dr. Cairo.
Yeah, Dr. Cairo. Yes, I have engaged in a lot of blue carbon. Yes, he's now focused on that space.
We
Wonderful guy.
did our master's program together.
He's
We did
awesome.
undergraduate together. And then we did our master's program together. But I did a master's program in something else he did in marine college.
I'm bringing back to you. Yes.
So, very good man.
So in here you can see on the screens the reading of the census that we are having. We are converting that into variables. As I said earlier, we cannot do that only by fish. We cannot understand their environment, their shifts in distribution, their abundance without taking into account environmental variables. Especially in Kenyan waters, currents are a very strong factor because they induce productivity by upwelling. And then, of course, we have instruments that we visit downstairs, so the CTV that goes down to 4,000 meters, and we're collecting temperature salinity. We are having the multiple water sounder, both in 2025 and 2026. We went in the North Kenyan banks and in the detail mapping of the water, talking about cycle resolution. So now the Institute has in hands extremely detailed maps.
Talking in rallies, I would be doing much more serious things.
This time you are planning
More organized, no polemic.
Very organizing, but we managed to get exceptional photographs. And we are here when we are collecting the data. We are having software that allows us to produce maps and understand the resources of our distribution. So here you can see how the sharks that we thought on this last survey were distributed on the Kenyan waters, the small pelagic fish that we caught where they were distributed, and the abundance that we have estimated for the 2 years. This year we had the possibility of conducting more dense surveys at more time, so the transects were more close to each other, which allows us to reduce the uncertainty of the biomass estimates we have.
The data is much more accurate.
Yes. Obviously, if you have any questions. We have a small library with the vessel here, mainly comprising fisheries identification, fish identification, and of course another one down in the And I would like to ask whether you would like to take photos out here on the deck or later on the
wherever you
Outside. It's always better.
Captain, so you take the
Short life. Yeah.
So how do you do this? Maybe
What do you think?
Maybe you can watch the results first.
Captain, the research company. So how much longer
When you sail on Saturday, I started in India, and we went to Madagascar on a survey there. And then for 3 weeks, and then we had it for issues. Madagascar, see the survey there. Tanzania, and I don't know, he got a scholarship to Belgium, yeah. So we did the master's program together. Yeah. So where is he? The last time I checked, he was in Valley somewhere. Yeah, in Gazi. Yes, that is in Valley. In Valley. Yes, because I remember he told me. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Very good.
Can you tell the president briefly your question?
Okay, we have had a wonderful our efforts in terms of
Yes.
we have already done surveys. We did one last year and this year. And this year and last year were within the northeast monsoon, southeast monsoon. So we will do another one in October, so that we can now the northeast monsoon. So the aspect of doing it within the two seasons is that our productivity and fishery is different, is determined by the productivity in different seasons. So the southeast monsoon, and that is the kind of information, because we got a very good information, because this vessel is state of the art. It has some sounders. They can release sounds and tell you the kind of waves that are happening, the currents beneath at different levels. So this was enable us to understand the productivity system within our North Kenya banks, because that's where we have our tunas, and the tuna normally come during these seasons in July. So they have to be drawn by something, and because they have to come and feed. So what is causing these fish to be there during this season?
Okay.
You need to understand, and it's very key for management. So what we apart from everything, that was key information that we were able to derive, that the currents are very strong during the southeast monsoon.
Yes.
In fact, you quantify the speed in knots. They flow at 4.5 knots, which is very high speed. So what happens is that they meet with the bank that we call North Kenya banks is a mountain in the sea. And that mountain traps sediments from Tana River, which are rich in nutrients. And these sediments the Tana River brings in about 7 million tons of sediments.
Yes.
So what happens is that these currents, as they flow, they come and they hit on the mountain during the southeast monsoon, and then they cause this turbulence.
Yes.
The nutrients are poured into the water column, and then it becomes very productive during that time. So that is the season that our waters are very productive. But the downside is that at that time the seas are very rough. So what happens is the tunas come, they feed on our waters.
And because it is rough, we cannot get to them.
The locals don't go catching. And it's within our territorial waters. The locals don't come catching. So what happens is they come and feed and do their things, and then they go to the EEZ. If you look at the VMS, you find international vessels just on the borders of our waters waiting for the tunas to come. So I think
after having fed on our stuff.
Yes. So I think the intervention that can be done is to enable fishermen, especially during the southeast monsoon, to have vessels that can at least go for 3 days to 4 days, and can be able to withstand
the waves.
Withstand the waves, because they don't go out. They come in during the northeast monsoon. The northeast monsoon, the tunas have already gone. There are fish there, but they are not as much during that time.
Go and chase those people.
But Your Excellency, you already gave us a directive by 5 vessels for every postal count. Correct. And
but we also
enforce.
We are developing, then you need to chase away those other characters who come to it.
Yes. And by the way, Excellency, if yellowfin tuna is the most profitable catch.
Yes.
And yellowfin tuna.
Okay.
We will say it downstairs.
Yeah. Great.
We've been able to have a discussion.
hii ndio meli yenu hii. Where? Right here in Mombasa. In Mombasa. Okay, very good. So this is where capacity building happened. So the last cruise was 17 on board. Yes. And this is where we do taxonomic validation. Yes. Yes. So when the fish are brought on board, yes, we have to identify all of them species. And we were able to identify 399 species. Yes. Oh my goodness. Yes. Oh my goodness. So some of them are going to be verified so that we confirm whether they're new species or it is a new geographical range. Or variables of what already exists. Yes. Okay. Maybe sometimes because of geography where it is, yes, has maybe slightly different features, but it's the same maybe. Yes. Like one was spotted last year around Madagascar. This is the second. Okay. Very good.
And we have identified one this year from the Kenyan waters that is potentially a new species. We are sending to museum for genetic. You can see some of the specimens that we kept for the visits that we have in Kenya. This is the tuna, but
have you already?
All these fish have been measured and weighed, and they were preserved in the freezer for the visits.
Okay. Is this already an operation or it's features?
So this is
those are the features.
Yes.
It's
It's only a very small selection.
Yellow fins.
This is a very small selection of 399 species.
Starfish. You know, it was on the reefs.
Yes.
Oh, you know. But the first the same, we may be turning green.
Yes, we are doing fine.
So spots are coming back.
Okay.
One of the limitations we have, because we are not that fast, is
This one is supposed to be a snake or what? This is a foxfish.
Here's the sound is mainly the skeleton. This is a catfish.
It has a human face.
This fish, Your Excellency, I think it's the one that expands when it is removed in the water. It becomes one of its mechanisms. It becomes round.
It's big, so that the others are
Say that Kiswahili inaitwa samaki inaitwa Waswahili wako na msemo unasema usingizi wa pombe, because this fish snows. It's actually a very, very idle fish. It's on top of the water. So the Swahili...
It's not in deep water.
It's not in deep water. The Swahili have a myth that if you take this fish, you will be sleepy like this fish.
when we are bringing the fish on the deck,
Yes.
we are showing them this is a current fish meter. We are putting the fish here. We have a magnet in our hand. We click, and it goes into a database. Then we put into the database, and then the same scale, it up and the weight is registered, so that the human error is minimized. And the reason why we are collecting all this fish is because at the end of the day, providing better information for research management essentially improves life in the country.
Yes, I have to go to put that the scientists want to ask
Yes.
something. Yeah,
But some for food as well.
yeah, take something to get it to eat. depth of information collected, the scientific analysis, the involvement of everybody, and the capacity building that goes with it. I think
from our side, we value a lot of collaboration with both partner countries and the Kenyan government and the Kenyan scientists, and we do that for them to be able to do it on their own at some point.
and to do it right.
And to do it right, yes.
Your Excellency, one of the conversations we can have in this conference many ministers have visited
Thank you. We're delighted to have the schools especially with the highlights.